Hi, this is Aaron Friend with A Friend of the Earth, Green Building and Remodeling. And I'm here at this house, and I was sent to, what I thought was going to happen is that I was going to reset a window because the window was leaking on the inside. But what turned out to happen is this. And so you can see this really well. I'm going to show you this piece. This is galvanized steel. This is supposed to be rust proof. This is an expansion joint. And this is the house. They've got expansion joints in that seam, all up there, all along here, all along there. And so far, I haven't come across one that has had building paper behind it. Let me show you a little bit closer. So the new code is that you got to have 2 layers of paper behind stucco, but that's really not even enough. But they only had 1 layer of paper, and it wasn't even behind the stucco in some places. For instance, behind this expansion joint, you can see, let's see here, you can see the edge of the paper there, and you can see the edge of the paper there, and this expansion joint in the middle. It almost looks like they put the expansion joints on and then they put the paper on and they cut the paper so the expansion joints would be, I have no idea why they did it or what they did. But you can see here, this paper should shingle over this vent here, and it stops just short. And every one of these expansion joints is missing paper underneath it. It's rotted out. This whole header above this window is rotted out. There used to be, I mean, you're looking at stud right now, there is 3/8 OSB on this house, and it is turned to dust. It's OSB. This is the bottom, or I'm sorry, this is the double top plate of the bottom floor. This is the lamb beam, and this is the bottom plate of the second floor. There's the, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's the king stud there, it's completely rotten. This is the header along this window, completely rotten. So, you can see the stucco is failing all along here, it's breaking off. Everywhere there's an expansion joint, there's rust bleeding all the way through the concrete, or through the stucco, and it just looks like this whole house, there's little black cracks everywhere, and I thought that it was where they had filled the cracks with some kind of polyurethane and the paint didn't take. But now I realize all these little black stains on this house are actually black mold coming through. So, if you put stucco against OSB without tar paper, it's like putting a sponge on particle board. This house is 12 years old, and it is structurally unsound in 12 years because they didn't flash, they didn't shingle their tar paper, and they didn't even put their tar paper down, their building paper of any kind. I mean, grade D, you're supposed to have 2 layers of grade D building paper, which could be Tyvek or this 15-pound felt or anything, but it's got to have 2 layers, it's got to be shingled, it's got to be flashed, and this thing had none of those things. It's 1 layer, poorly installed, and not even installed in some places. So it looks like what we're going to have to do is replace all the stucco on this house, because everything behind it is getting rotten more and more. With every rain, it's just absorbing moisture and rotting. Use a vapor barrier.